Hi, everybody. People are already starting to talk about tattoo ideas, which I absolutely love. Welcome, folks. We are in our final 50 minutes now. We were going to do some other miscellaneous segments. We had a Pact in 30-minute segment, and we were going to make some chicken nuggets. But we're basically crashing on energy, and we have a bunch of donation goals.
We're running behind,
and we're not that hungry. So what we're going to do is we're going to run through our donation goal stuff, finish all that out, and round out by talking about what we're going to be doing next. Interact with chat a bit, and I think that'll close us out.
Yeah, definitely.
So let's talk about the barbering first, shall we?
Yep, okay.
So first off, the barbering, what is it? It's a good question. The idea was suggested to me by my girlfriend yesterday when I mentioned the main villain of Pact is a barber. And she was like, oh, does that mean you're going to get a haircut as one of her donation goals? And I was like, oh, shit, that's such a good idea. And then we added it the next morning, the morning before the stream. So we haven't really figured it out specifically. I think what it means is I'm probably going to go and get a completely new style, which is like beard gone, moustache gone, or completely like trimmed down a lot, hair changed. I don't know. I think that's what we're vibing. We were thinking about doing it live here, but it's going to be a real mess, and we're already committed to getting tattoos. So I reckon we're in it. We're already in it for all in on the other one. So I'm happy to kind of take that one a little bit easier. Hopefully, people are chill with that.
Yeah. Okay.
For the tattoos, I think what we're going to do is in maybe a week or 2 weeks, we'll start putting together information about. People can suggest tattoo ideas, and we might start commissioning art or seeing who wants to design some tattoos.
Yeah.
If there's ones that we really like, we'll pick them again. We are going to have final say over what it is and where it goes and stuff. But we want to kind of involve the community because this is a community thing.
Yeah. Like we, and I definitely want to crowdsource ideas to make sure we get the best ones.
I mean, I'm sure people will come up with really cool ideas, right?
Yeah.
That's the tattoos. The other donations are bonus episodes and bonus segments, stuff like that we will be getting to probably in the next 2 or 3 weeks, maybe a little bit longer.
Yeah, I think we'll take
see.
a couple of weeks off, and then we'll probably get started on that stuff.
Yeah. If anyone has... the barbering should be Ruben getting the uniform. What is the uniform? I don't know what we're talking about here. Nocturne says butt sack tattoo. Right, we'll get there. Oh, the uniform is bald with beard. The Elliot and
okay.
Matt.
Oh, the doof uniform.
Oh, yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I've never gone fully bald before. Maybe. We'll see. Let's run through some donations. We're behind on donations. We've got some tarot to do. We've got some fan art to do.
Okay.
Yeah. And we'll talk as we're doing some of this maybe about what's coming next.
Yeah.
We've touched on it a bit. Maybe we should do a bit of it now.
Okay. We actually made a doc for this just cause,
Oh, yeah, true.
We actually have a bunch of stuff.
Did we write down the pilot season suggestions over the donations as well?
Yeah, they're in a different doc, though.
Okay, cool. So, there's a few things that we're going to be doing next. I think the first thing to talk about is pilot season, which we've already touched on. Basically, we're going to try out doing one-off episodes of potential shows that we might want to do, whether it's video shows, whether it's audio shows, just kind of experimenting with some different stuff. We actually got some pilot season donations. For example, Kurkistan means that we can do a first episode of a beat by beat on Twig. Some Ragamuffin means we're going to do a beat by beat on Sandman. We got Funderfulness of Empire of the East, and there was actually another one in here. Oh gosh, let me find it. It was by I can't remember. Oh, Enamored still has to pick one, so Enamored contact us. Oh, and Glass clearly did one, I think an anime or something called Stand Still, Stay Silent. So we'll get to those. We'll do those probably in the next few weeks.
We'll make sure we go through, get them all down.
Catch them all from the donations and stuff, yes. So that's the pilot season stuff. What else are we going to be doing? You've got some of your own other things that aren't pilot season, but are other miscellaneous ideas that are taking off.
Well, so I guess the first thing we do want to say here is we will be following up with some sort of, close media following show. Yeah. Maybe not quite as hectic a schedule as Deep in Pact.
Yes. Probably weekly, we'll see.
Yeah. But so at the pilot season stuff is going to be the start of our exploration in that space.
Yeah, that's probably not going to come for maybe 6 months. I mean, we're kind of figuring it out. We think we know what it's going to be on, but we're still figuring out the specific logistics of it, so we don't want to talk about it yet too much.
Then I guess the other thing that we haven't actually talked about anywhere, I don't think.
This is a brand new exclusive to the live stream.
That we're going to be bringing to Doof is an...
Sorry, I got to get my laptop charger.
Yeah, no worries. Is an indie game club. So basically, those of you familiar with the Doof Book Club will understand the premise. Basically, each month, our patrons will vote on a sort of indie game. We'll all try to get together, play it. Something we want to do for this as well is have sort of themes or discussion questions around the game, so people can talk about other games that they think, do the same sorts of things as well. So not just to make sure if you're not going to play that one game, you're not completely shut out from the whole experience.
We'll probably do some kind of discussion question-esque things as well, like hey, do you want to talk about your favorite game that features a mechanic about death and rebirth this week, and some experiences with that. I think we really we've really been wanting to do more game content on the Doof Media Network for a while, and we're obviously both in the games industry, and so it's kind of like a natural thing that we want to do anyway. So we think that will be quite a fun show to get started.
So that will hopefully be coming soonish. We're still figuring out some of the details. Then patrons will be familiar. I'm going to be launching a bit of a solo video series, hopefully starting next month.
Leaving me behind. Shame on you.
It's called Jumping into the Sandbox. It's going to be talking about the level design in 3D platformers. I've already started working on it. It's going to be a lot of fun. The only other thing to mention is I do some streaming with my sisters. We've taken a few weeks off because I was too busy prepping for All Packed Up. But we finished our game a couple of weeks ago that we've been playing for a few years now, and we're about to start the next one, and we'll be streaming that, and it'd be great to have people follow along. I think we have a fun dynamic.
Yeah, the VODs for the Triforce Heroes ones are on the Doof YouTube, right?
Yes, yeah. The first two, I haven't actually edited together the third one where we finish. But we play kind of obscure 3-player games and just kind of hang out with the audience and have a fun vibe. And hopefully
it is
you'll come
very
check us
much
out.
a fun vibe, so you should definitely check it out. The sibling dynamic is full on. I like to call it a bit of a what you say style vibe.
I think Kippos described our gameplay as clusterfuck energy, which I think is probably appropriate.
But relatively wholesome, but a bit annoyed. Clusterfuck energy.
Yeah.
So that's all the stuff. Obviously, it may seem like with Deep Impact ending we have less content, but actually it seems like
I don't think
we're
that's
probably
going
to be having more content going forward.
We're bad at this.
Which is a bit insane, honestly. That's going to be fun. So that's what's coming up. There'll be more stuff, obviously, so stay tuned on Doof Media, on our Twitter, on everything. That's what we're going to be doing next. Let's round out some of our donations, because we've got a bunch of donations that we have not talked about yet. Some are in Anonymous Box stuff, some are Forsworn drinks, and some are tarot and fan art, and we'll get to those afterwards. So the first one that we have not talked about is right after our anonymous $400 donation. Thank you, whoever that was. We got a donation from Nathan, $5, saying, well, someone has to cap it off, so it might as well be me. Nathan, you're the one who got us over the line. Congratulations. Then Smemen donated $3.25 and said, let's do it. Unfortunately, was slightly too late and just gave us some extra money. That's okay too, of course. It's all going to charity. Not just the first $5,000. All the money's going to charity, so that's fine. We then had Terrified Ham donating $20 saying, let's do this. Tattoos all the way. So again, really blew past the line there, but that's good. Sarah the Penguin said $5. Tattoos for the tattoo god, ink for the ink throne, which is great. DDev donated $30 and says, rock, paper, scissors, losers drink from the cup, winners draw from the box, and why not put me down for a tarot reading? I'm right-handed but left eye dominant. I think that's going to get us some interesting twists on the tarot.
Okay.
Should we do what was it called? What did Bird call it? Rocking off or something?
Rock form. I don't know.
Something. Some weird Wollongong thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's rock off.
That was it.
Yeah. Scissors, paper, rock. Oh,
Hey.
snap! Got him with the barber. So you got to drink from the thing, and I'll draw from the box. Come on, Elliot. Make it count. Finish it off. What's in there? It's really alcoholic. Man, I'm glad we're about to end up soon, because Elliot is really fucking himself over right now. It's a rock off, you heretics, he says. Isn't that what we said?
We got there eventually.
Yeah. We rocked off. It sounds dirty. All right. Oh, we got our very first Consult the Spirits, which is basically just where we... So here's what we have to do. So I'm going to ask you to consult the spirits, Elliot.
Okay.
what I'm going to give is a question, and you have to predict whether the spirits will respond in one way or the other way. By spirits, I mean the majority of chat.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you the question, and then chat's going to start answering the question as well. Actually, Elliot, maybe don't look at chat until you've said whether you think they're going to say one or the other. Okay. It's not the Luigi board. Sorry, guys. You guys are the spirits here. So
I don't think anybody wants us to bring back the
that
Luigi
was a
board.
wild one. So
I can't believe that was the first segment we had prepared. We really got better at them.
So consult the spirits. Was Johannes good or bad? Do you think chat is going to say good more or bad more? Chat, do you think Johannes was good or bad? Put it in now.
So you have to pick one, presumably.
Yes.
Because
Good or bad?
the real answer is to hedge your bets.
We definitely are getting a definitive answer here. I think chat is... There's some mix, but there is one that is definitely stronger. Elliot?
It's going to be good, isn't it?
Is that what you're going to say?
Yes. Lock it in, Eddie.
Lock it in, Eddie. He's correct. It was good. You can scroll back. I think we got 3 or 4 bads, but we had a lot of goods. And Nathan said, good and cool.
That's fair.
Thank you for that. I believe it was DDev there. Thank you, DDev, for that one. We'll get to the tarot readings in a second. Nathan Awake donated $5 saying, donating a tarot reading for my friend Katie. She's right-handed. I put her down, Nathan, and we will dive into it. jsoh also says, I would like a tarot reading right-handed, please. We will get to that soon. And Welwick ended out with another $100 donation. Wick, absolutely beautiful. Just saying thanks for the show. And Wick, thanks for the tune. I think Wick already left.
Listening and
thank you for listening. It's really been great. So we've crossed off all our donations. The last 2 things for us to do are close out all the other tarots and do our fan arts.
Okay.
So maybe we'll alternate some tarot, some fan art, some tarot, some fan art.
Do you want to start with the tarot?
Let's start with
and
the
I'll
tarot.
get the fan art stuff ready.
Yeah, perfect. So let's do a tarot. Our first tarot is for Althain that we missed before. I'm sorry, Althain. Althain, potentially. Hopefully you are still here in chat. We're getting to your tarot now. So Althain, we are right-handed. I am, and you are too, so that's good.
Technically,
so we're going to do dominant and sinister. I've been calling dominant and recessive. Sorry. God, this camera, I swear to God. Thank you, Althain, for calling that out. We've got our dominant and our recessive hands. We've got our right hand dominant and our left hand recessive here. So, Althain, we have our right hand card here, and we have our left hand card here. So, Althain, for the dominant right hand... Sorry, I don't know why I'm wearing these earphones. I'm not actually listening to anything. What's going on? It's been a bunch of hours, guys. I'm really losing the plot a bit. Althain, for your reading, your dominant card is this one. Yes, my left, your right. Okay, sorry. Dominant card... Oh, I flipped it the wrong way around. Dominant card is a reversed devil.
Reverse devil must be good.
I mean, you'd think so, wouldn't you? And it is good. So it's... you can see it's a kind of goat devil here. Let's take a quick peek-a-rooney. There it is. The reverse devil is... so the devil itself is talking about excess and materialism. The reverse devil is talking about kind of freedom from kind of worldly things, a release. Possibly death, but it could also just be a free from burdens, that kind of stuff. Release from the things that were weighing you down. We also have a reversed Father of Swords, which I believe is a new card to the stream, so that's fun. The Father of Swords reversed talks about... Well, it's kind of similar to the Queen of Swords, which was the cold manipulative vibe. Mm-hmm. This is more of a hot manipulative vibe, I would say. So it's critical and potentially angry and potentially cruel. Not necessarily cold, but cruel. So here's what I'm thinking here. We've got the immediate term of the release from bonds, the release from the things that are weighing you down. I think it's possible that you might see fit to detach yourself from something that is weighing you down currently in your life. The thing to watch out to, I think, is actually not for you, but to watch out for other people's reactions to this, to try and mitigate necessarily potentially angry reactions to the actions that you may take to release yourself from the things that are burdening you. So keep an eye out for that. Keep an eye out for the reactions to the things that you do to move your life into a healthier place. And that's my piece of advice to you. So take note of that, Althain, and I hope it gives you some interesting ways to think about the things that are facing you. Okay, so that's Althain. Next is DDev. DDev is right-handed but left eye dominant.
So how does that factor in?
Well, that's an interesting one. I think what we can take from the left eye is like.
Are we going to move
like
into that
acting
mental
and
versus
seeing?
physicality stuff?
I want to actually call it like observing or planning and doing. It's kind of more of a Blake Rose vibe to me. The hand is the doing, the eye is the planning and the observing. So it's kind of mental physical, but a bit more active passive spin on it, I think, as well.
Sure.
So for DDev, we have the right hand, which is dominant, which is the active, and we have the left side, which is the viewing, the passive, the thoughtful, the observant. Isn't it crazy, Althain? I agree 100%. I mean, that's the joy of it, right? It is just a deck of prompts to think about things.
Yeah, I really like that framing of it, as it's just a way to kind of stimulate you to
think about things in a different way. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Anyway, so DDev, we've got our right hand, physical, interactive, and we've got a reversed justice. I need to double check that one. A reversed justice is talking about. Yes. So justice is about purity and wanting clarity and truth, and reversed justice is about murkiness of truth. So dishonesty, things not being fair, people not being accountable to their mistakes. So this is potentially a thing to watch out for in the way that you interact with people. And let's take a bit more of a dive into this as we look at your eye. Your eye is the tower. The tower is not a good card. The tower is the worst of the cards. It is, it's the dark tower. It often can relate to pride, which is not necessarily negative, but it also sometimes relate to sudden upheaval and disaster, honestly, is the theme that the tower comes to. So what I'm looking at here is we've got dishonesty in the way that you interact, and we've got disaster in the planning sphere. So how can we put these together? I think the vibe that I'm starting to get from these cards is the way you're interacting with people. Yeah, I actually don't think this dishonesty is talking here. Oh, sorry, let's show off the tower. The tower is a lightning strike on a tree there that's causing it to burst into flames. Car, yes. Watch out for car. No, I think it's actually watch out for people that you interact with. Watch out for people that you interact with, and watch out for potential dishonesty in the people that you interact with. Because if this isn't factored into the way that you are doing things, the way that you're planning things, the way that you're observing things, basically, if you don't see that, it will spell disaster for you. So pay extra careful attention to your interactions, the people that you interact with, and the honesty that they may be presenting, and questioning whether that's accurate. Pay attention to it because it could potentially be catastrophic. So that's your reading, DDev. I know it's a bit of a
interesting,
gloomy one, but a potential warning to keep an eye on. Should we do a fan art?
Yeah.
A nice, wholesome piece of terrible fan art. We'll get back to some more cards
still requesting
soon.
these. It must have been people who didn't see any of our other ones. Wait, is Nocturne still here? Oh God, I don't
No, Nocturne, please.
I don't think Nocturne was here for any of the others.
Oh, please don't look, Nocturne. I'm so ashamed.
Now this was one where we should flip it.
Was that
Kippos requested a second one. Kippos, you're just crazy.
Where's Kippos's one? Did I miss yours, Kip? Did I miss a Kippos tarot? I'm not sure. Kippos says I did. Okay, let me take a look, Kippos. Hold on.
Ask for Penis Goblin. That does sound familiar.
Was that a fan art or a tarot thing? Yeah,
well, it wouldn't have been.
Yeah, sorry. Kippos did a Penis Goblin. Yeah, sorry. I thought Kippos was asking for a tarot. No. No. I've got your Penis Goblin fan art here, Kip. We've got to that.
I was about to say, why would Kippos want a Penis Goblin
tarot drawing? Yeah, I was really confused. Sorry, is that me?
Sorry. Yeah. Cheers.
So we are weirdly focusing on.
Oh, that's a bad.
That's a bad.
That's bad.
That's all right. tarot on Penis Goblin. Yeah, a specific reading, we call it the Penis Goblin card and the other Goblin card, and that influences your future.
They're all bad
They're
cards.
all bad. they're all always reversed by default. So we got a bit of blurry on us here. Is that
Not again.
not again? Not again. Don't do this to us.
Oh, that looks
it's
fine.
focused up there, not down here. It's focusing on like a chord or something bad. So are we going to do one each? Different ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we've got
We got too many
half
to
an
get
hour
through.
left. Yeah. Okay, cool. So we've got 4 pieces of fan art. I think. Do you want to pick which one you want to start off with? And
I
one of the other ones.
can't necessarily read your handwriting.
It's beautiful handwriting. Come on.
So I see Miss Lewis, Isadora, Best Bird Boy, Evan, Penis Goblin.
Yep.
I mean, I do always feel an affinity towards goblins. I'd be keen to jump on Penis
Goblin? I know you would, Elliot. You
Damn it.
something.
You think after
naughty
reading
word.
Pact I'd learn to be more careful with my words?
I will do the perfect counter to Penis Goblin, which is Mrs. Lewis. I should just point out the tarots we're going to do coming up next are, we have Welwick has paid for 4 tarot for people. So we're going to do some more first me's get tarots later. Nathan has paid for a tarot for Katie, a friend, and jsoh has a tarot coming up as well.
Okay, awesome.
Peter, you might have missed it. In fact, we did do it, so you've missed it if you didn't see it. But we're going to post all the fan arts.
Yeah, it's in the pile over there.
So we'll show them off.
Apologies
Yeah.
for the drawings.
For the quality of the drawings. So I'm doing Mrs. Lewis. What does she look like? I don't remember. Let's get started. Miss Lewis. Do you have a timer? Do you want me to?
Yeah, if you could do it.
All right, a 5-minute timer coming up. 5 minutes, ready? And
Yeah.
go. Penis Goblin and Miss Lewis.
I don't know if the Penis Goblin was described, so I'm really going to turn him into a Penis Goblin.
Nathan says, I love the drawings. So many elves in funny hats. Elliot, you do really do a lot of elves in funny
Well, no,
hats.
I just like the green color because it shows up on the stream.
Sure you do, buddy.
So he's super tiny, big nose, peering over a church pew. Okay.
Can someone tell me what
I do
Miss
remember it
Lewis
was
looks
tiny.
like? Because I
has-
don't know.
I'm pretty sure she has like blonde, straight hair.
Is she like a
I just
tall
pictured
bird?
her like a business,
tall bird.
and obviously
And I'm
dressed like a
business suit.
businesswoman.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I can turn this around after the feedback Wildbow just gave me, because that is not at all the direction I was heading in. I'm just drawing Mario.
That's what I did one time.
I know. My idea of big nose is apparently Super Mario.
I don't know what lawyers look like, guys. Come on. Think I know what lawyers look like?
Nocturne says she's excited. Give it a minute.
Yeah, that excitement will fade, Nocturne. That excitement will fade. This is what blonde hair looks like. It's yellow. I think we all know that. Long blonde hair down to her toes. She would have it in a bun, I reckon. And I've already
I think she does.
Oops.
Actually. Yeah.
Too late.
Cool thing about drawing goblins is I can just kind of have a shitty perspective and say they got lumpy, deformed bodies.
She looks like a skeleton. I've made Mrs. Lewis look like a skeleton. Is that in canon? Can Wildbow just go back and edit it so Mrs. Lewis is also a skeleton? Just like, Arc 16, chapter 13, and we threw her in that ditch, and also it turns out she was a skeleton this
the whole time.
The whole time, and we didn't even notice.
She had glamour.
She had glamour of the skeleton on. She was actually a fairy skeleton goblin demon.
I've always viewed Miss Lewis as Bayonetta. That's interesting. That's
Oh,
not
I like
quite.
that. I'll give her high heels.
I was saying this on the Discord once. I kind of pictured Portia de Rossi in Better Off Ted.
Oh, yeah.
Like that was kind of the most similar to my view that I could think of. It's not quite perfect, but like that's sort of what I was picturing.
What do high heels look like?
Chat.
Help. Describe them, chat. Help. They look like this. That's almost...
He looks like a fucking elf.
Every character you draw looks like an elf, Elliot.
I gotta branch out into fucking elf drawing because it's all I'm good at. No, he's just an angry elf. Fuck.
Ooh, a twist. A different elf from your usual style.
No.
Imagine shoes but pointy. All right, that's good, Nocturne. That's basically what I did. They have spikes on the back which touch the ground. I also did that, Kip. I don't feel like I've got this in the bag.
Is that the level of detail you were asking for?
Yeah,
Okay.
and I got it right. She's got fire in her eyes. And very high bosom, which I think I fucked up.
You know the sad thing is, I think my buff green eyes that I opened this bit with
It's gotten
was
downhill
my
from there.
best one. I've gotten worse. Buff green eyes was the pinnacle of my.
Kip, don't laugh at my drawings, okay? Why does she look so much like a skeleton?
Oh my god, I can't handle it. How do you make people look like they have flesh on their face? Not just like the mask.
Sorry, can mine actually be seen? No, not really.
Yeah, mine also can't really be seen.
Sorry, gang.
Yeah. What else can I add in the 12 seconds I have? A big scary
Wait, 12
demon.
seconds? Oh, fuck.
I'm a demon. I'm a demon man. Tentacles. Ooh, don't worry, I'm a demon. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I'm Mrs. Lewis's demon. Alright, done. Alright, we ready? Really draw a hat. Hey, no more drawing. You quit it. I see what you're doing there. What's the thing behind him?
Oh.
Don't draw on it. Just
No,
say it.
I'm just turning it around. Wait, it's going to be backwards for everyone, isn't it?
Did you flip it?
I did, yeah.
Okay, wait,
I thought that
let's
was
unflip it.
I
I think
thought
it-
that was helpful.
No, I think it's worse.
Okay, presenting the penis goblin. He's yelling penis through his hands. That's a banana behind him for scale.
Oh, he's very small. Okay.
Yeah, because he's small, and I realized I didn't cover that.
People are enjoying it so far. Remember, chat, you'll have to vote soon, so take note of which one you prefer. A banana for scale. in
Elliot
air quotes.
Rubin's family must have the worst ideas of what I've written.
Yeah.
No, I think I've captured the rest of it in my unending rants to them
Yeah.
outside of doof stuff.
So this is Mrs. Lewis with a spooky demon behind her, of course. She's there. She's got red eyes and blonde hair that doesn't really come out very well.
She does look like a
She's holding
skeleton.
book. I know. I don't know what it is about the face, but it looks like she's got no flesh on her face.
It's like the mouth and the nose, I think.
She's got high heels. Look how correct they are. And she's got the spooky demon that's like, "Oh, I'm a spooky demon."
Yeah.
So
Okay, are we still making this competition?
Yep.
Is everyone going to vote?
votes Goblin or Lewis?
Which one do you hate the least?
Yeah.
I'm not going to frame it as which one do you like more, because that would be
She
expecting
looks
bit
like a
more.
Fallout ghoul, says Kippos. Very true. We got one for penis, one for Lewis, one for Lewis, one for penis, penis, Lewis, penis, goblin, penis, penis. I think it's penis. I think it's slightly more towards penis. It's
Catching up,
it's closer. It's closer. I was quite happy
Yeah.
with this one. Actually, turned out not horrible.
No, yeah, I mean...
It's actually like
yeah.
not a terrible proportioned.
I took too long doing the main core of the penis goblin. I wanted to get more colour in there.
All right, that's that one. Congrats, Elliot. We'll add it to the pile of Fanart to upload on the Doof Media refrigerator house. we probably won't monetize it, I think.
For the content, right?
Should we do
yeah.
some more tarot or should we do another Fanart?
Let's do some more fan art.
Okay, let's
Yeah,
do.
while
we've
we're
got
like
2 more Fanarts to do, and then we'll round out with the
we're in
tarot.
the zone. So one each or 2 more each.
Well, 1 more each.
Okay.
Sorry, this has been coming. I think it's been asking about this bit. I should ask you about the transition icon text. So do we
Yeah.
want to? Maybe we can go to the transition, but add the audio so we can. talk
Yeah.
over it?
Okay. We'll be quiet.
We'll
for a
be right
second.
back. We'll be right back.
Okay, you should be able to hear
you guys
us.
should be able to hear us. So we're looking at the transition icon text. I'm assuming we mean the runes in the middle here.
Yeah. So I put this together with Matt last week.
And I'm assuming it's just random symbols.
Yeah,
and runes?
no, absolutely no meaning behind these.
Okay. So someone decoded what they mean. Is that what's?
Yeah,
How did you do
apparently.
it? How did that? How did you guys?
I'd be very interested to know who was able to decode it.
Yeah, we're both developers. We both are game developers. So this is the
You
kind of stuff
Googled
we do.
runes. I mean, that to be fair, that is what I did to make them. So that shouldn't be so surprising.
What do they mean, Thinker? Tell me. What do they mean?
I think I saw someone talking about it like a day ago. Yeah.
Oh yeah, a day ago. That was when the stream started. Is someone going to tell me what they mean, or is it just an eternal question, or what?
Yeah. Oh, we
No,
don't. We
not
don't
gonna
really.
tell me.
We don't really need to go into it.
Okay, well, thanks, guys.
Well, this is a great little segment.
Rube sucks, then Pact rules, then also Worm. Okay,
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
fair enough. Which
So
one's
the-
Rube sucks?
It's the one that looks like it starts with an F. The runes
that
are
one.
weird.
Why isn't that
Yeah.
one Rube sucks? That one it looks
No,
like
that
there's an
one's
R and a B.
that
in it.
one's actually. That one's Pact. I'm pretty sure. The one that looks like it starts
It's
with a
got
C.
CT, yeah.
Yeah, and then it would be. I think I got it backwards, so it might then be also Worm is.
This must be Rube sucks because it's got a repeated S.
No, actually, yeah. That one's Rube sucks, and that one's also Worm because you can see the M.
Yeah.
Some of them resemble it. Yeah, so it goes Pact rules,
Flip.
also
Porn.
Worm, and then Rube sucks.
Cool. Yeah, it's a Sharingan. We're about to do some magic tricks like Naruto does.
Yeah, but no, like honestly, Matt really made that. He's called it scary seal thing possible.
Yeah, it's great.
It's great. Yeah.
Let's do our final fan arts, which is Isadora and Best Boy Bird Evan. So Isadora is requested by Kurkistan, and Best Boy Bird Evan is requested by Althain.
You let me pick Penis Goblin first.
I
so
want to
you
do
should go
Isadora.
first. Okay.
I'll let you do Evan. I know Evan's a fan.
I'm not. There's no way I'm going to win this
fan
because a
fave.
shit Evan is not going to win.
I don't know. A shit Evan. Everyone loves the shit Evan.
Where's that,
That's what we all say.
Where's that? I'm a bird. I'm a kid. I'm a dead thing for me to trace.
No. No Tracy's.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, let me just check that this colour will come out on the stream. It will if I put it on the stream. Alright. Sorry, I'm just gonna put this over here.
Okay, here we go.
I've
We're
gotta get my
gonna
time.
leave y'all upside down because it seems to actually
I
be
think it
better.
works Yeah. Can that colour come out? Yes, it does. Alright, we ready? Wait, who am I drawing? Isadora. Okay, ready?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Alright, cool. Here we go. I can draw a sphinx. It's just a big cat with big legs. No, I started bad. Oh, scribble. Okay, let's turn the page over and try again. Alright, off to a bad start.
How does one have delicacy in their hands? Is my question.
I don't know what that means.
Like, as in, all my shapes end up so much bigger and wonkier than I want them to be.
Oh, yeah.
What perspective am I drawing in right now?
But she's gonna have human eyes.
This is green eyes. This isn't Evan. Okay, flip it over. I'm starting again.
Well, those don't necessarily look like human eyes now that I'm drawing them. Pretty sure hand delicacy is a myth, says Kip. What does a female sphinx look like as opposed to a male sphinx? Is there like a
Were there male sphinxes?
That's a good question. So I guess any sphinx is a female sphinx. Oh, this is not quite working out as easily as I hoped it would in my dreams.
Greek sphinxes are always female. Yeah, there you go.
So it doesn't matter what it looks like. If it's a sphinx, it'll be a female. That means I've successfully drawn a female sphinx, regardless of what other people might think. Large bust is explicitly canon. Thank you, DDev. But it's like a cat bust, is it? Like, so it's like
No,
like 12
I think it's a
nipples?
human part.
Oh,
like if
human,
you think about
okay.
the Sphinx in Egypt, like the big statue thing.
Yeah.
I've got to hurry up.
Oh my god, yeah. I haven't even done the back bits yet. How do cats look? Oh no, Wildbow's just ruined my drawing. Wildbow, you're killing me.
She's like a centaur with a cat lower body.
And wings.
oh,
I can do
yeah,
wings, though.
okay. I do think that's explained in the story.
Yeah, but I didn't pay
A
attention.
long time ago.
What did you think? This is deep impact? No.
I tried to make Evan look ruffled, but I think I just made him look like a porcupine. This is my Evan the Hedgehog OC character.
He's OC, don't steal. Okay?
I'm a hedgehog. I'm a kid. I'm dead. That's the tagline for this art piece.
I actually think it's coming out quite nicely. Is he meant to be on fire?
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, okay. Yeah, Elliot, you idiot. He looks like a hummingbird, not a sparrow. You nerd.
I'll take your word for it, Arapocalypse.
Cats' tails have like a kink in them, right? That's a thing that I've heard. And I own cats, so I would probably know if that's true, and it is. Oh, the perspective on this is way off. I fucked it up. Fucked it up good.
Every time we draw one of these, Nocturne dies a little.
And some wings going out the other way. And then they come down like this. Out there, and then we've got feathery doos. This is what feathers look like, isn't it? What do feathers look like? I don't know birds. I've never even seen a bird. Not even the one that lives in Wollongong. 36 seconds left, Elliot. No time for multiple colours here. Oh, you've got a Blake going in. Should I have a page? I'm just going to spend my energy on these feathers instead. Oh, I can't believe Wildbow says she doesn't have a cat face. Why?
Oh, she definitely doesn't have a cat face.
Well, well, nobody told me that.
No, I'm pretty sure Wildbow
No,
has
no.
indirectly.
No late draws. All right. Okay. Should I go first this time?
Yeah. Okay.
This is a perfect canon of Isadora. Look at that.
That's more of a like chimera-y thing. It's a good one, but like
See, big.
it's not quite
breasts
a.
with nipples, and it's got.
If it
looks
wasn't
like
a
a
sphinx,
moustache,
it's
but
very
it's
good.
whiskers.
So this is Evan, who I tried to make look ruffled, but end up turning into a hedgehog OC character. And it's that scene where Evan tries to defend Blake by saying he's a great monster.
It's not a moustache, guys. It's cat whiskers. Let me add more to it so it's more obvious.
Also of note is that in this, Evan is closer than Blake. It's not giant Firebird Evan. That's Blake in the background.
It's that scene where. Okay, look, I've added more whiskers, so you can clearly see it's whiskers.
Gotta go fire.
Whiskers.
That still kind of looks like a moustache. Okay, yeah. These are
Alright.
both pretty cursed. That's a bit of a summary of the whole segment, really.
So. Doesn't know. All right, guys, let's choose Evan or Isadora.
I agree, Wildbow. That made it more like a mustache.
No, guys.
It's too curved.
Oh,
Cat
we've
whiskers
got
are real
2,
straight.
3 for Evan, 4 for Evan, 1 for Sphinx. Okay, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's Isadora here. No. This is my OC of Garfield's head, Pamela Anderson's body.
Oh no!
All right,
Thanks everyone for.
you win again, Elliot. God damn it, you always win these ones. Oh, Nocturne votes for me, and she's a really good artist.
Yeah, that probably counts for double.
Counts extra.
Yeah, that's fair.
Thanks, guys, for the words of confidence.
So what do we have left?
We got tarots left, and I think that's it.
Well, I think the Sphinx was a better drawing, but it was less of a Sphinx. So that's really the decision you're making: is who can draw better or who can cannon better.
Yeah, all right. I'll shoot you over with a cannon. All right, the tarots that we have left to talk about are Katie and jsoh, and we actually have.
It was just a cat with boobs and wings.
Yeah, that's so what a Sphinx is.
No, it's not.
Have you never seen pictures of the Sphinx? It's a
mean,
fairly well-known landmark in Egypt.
Whatever, buddy. I've seen it in Mario Odyssey, and I'm pretty sure it was just a cat with boobs and wings.
All right. We also have Welwick, who donated for 4 tarots. So first 4 people to say me, they'll get their tarots done. So let's see it. Who we got? Corona, Cryhard, Menaulion, and Corona, Cryhard, Arapocalypse, and Menaulion. Cryhard.
Well, how do you vote for Wildbow, which could be interesting.
2 people said Wildbow. Corona, Cryhard, Arapocalypse, and Menaulion. So those 4 of you, Corona, Cryhard, Arapocalypse, and Menaulion, please post your left hand or right hand in chat. Too late, guys. I'm sorry, you've missed it already. If you can still do a $5 donation if you want a tarot, but these were the free ones that we got. Right hand, Arapocalypse is right hand, Menaulion is right hand, and do we have Corona? Corona is right hand.
Okay.
All right, perfect. So we got a bunch of right handies coming up. 6 right-handed tarots, so let's settle in for some tarots. All right, Katie, Nathan's friend Katie, who is a righty. Let's do Katie's righty tarot prediction.
Yeah, I'll keep shuffling them for you if you want.
Yeah, make sure that we don't just get all the same ones again, because it's spooking me out. Actually, here, I can do this one. Nice. Flip them.
Yeah, no, I've been watching you do it all night.
Her name is Katie Righty Tarot.
Wow, I can't believe we guessed that.
Guess that. I mean, that's the power of the tarot cards. Is I knew that.
Yeah. We drew tarot
Sorry,
cards to
can I-
predict that.
I need
Yeah,
to
you
come
should
with
take the center.
All right. DDev. We might have just got another tarot. Give me a second. DDev says, Wildbow's tarot if he's okay with it. So Wildbow, if you want, I'm happy to do a tarot for you as well. Post in the channel. It's up to you. Let's get started with Katie, who is a righty. Here is your right-handed card, Katie. And are we focused on... There we go. We're back. And here is your left-handed card, Katie. All right. So let's start with your righty, your dominant. That is the sun. Perfect and unreversed sun. That beautiful means joy, happiness, fulfillment, all of the things that we want. I'm so happy we got an unreversed sun. And a reversed devil. Look at this. We're in a good spot. So what it looks like is in our dominant, what we're doing here now is we're in a good place, Katie. You're in a good place, Katie. You're in a place that is going to cause you some joy and contentment in your life. I think there's something to pay attention in the future, which is there are probably things that you need to let go of, whether it's burdens, connections. It might be something that you need to pay attention to. Actually, maybe not let go of, because if we're looking at it in the future sense, it might be that you don't want to let go of something that is causing you happiness. So either let go or don't let go. I think the question is, pay attention to the things that are in your life, the things that are bringing joy and bringing potential stress to you, and think about whether you want to do a bit of an audit on things that you want to let go of or maintain in your life. That's what I would get here. But honestly, this is. Oh, Althain, come on. No, I'm talking about specifically evaluate the things, evaluate the sources of things to your life. So that's connections or responsibilities specifically. So your relationships with people and your relationships with usually work or other responsibilities, potentially hobbies. So to evaluate those and see what's bringing you joy and maintain it. That's what we get. There's your reading tarot. Katie Tarot. Katie Ray
Katie
Tarot.
Ray Tarot. Full name.
Next up, we have jsoh, who is another right-handed. Let's
Okay,
dive.
I've been shuffling them this time, gang. So,
They're definitely not going to be
It's
the
going to be
same.
the other cards now. Just watch.
All right. jsoh, a right-handed. So here's the righty. Here's the lefty. jsoh, your right-handed card is
God damn it.
a reversed sun. So that is not great. That means some negativity, some sadness potentially
Gang,
coming
there
out
are
for
so
you.
many fucking cards in
I know,
here. Holy
there's
shit.
it's not like all suns. It's different. And here is your left-handed card, a reversed hanged man. That's a new one that we haven't got over the course of this.
Yeah, that one's new, thank goodness.
Thank goodness.
There's an Evan card?
A hanged man reversed. So hangman is interesting because it feels like it's negative, but actually reversed is, it's like stalling. It's like things staying stagnant. It's like maybe a fear of sacrifice or a sacrifice for no benefit, a needless sacrifice, a classic Blake play. So what we're thinking about here, the themes we've got here is the immediate. We've got a sense of unhappiness, and something to watch out for is sacrifice. So what I would see here is a situation where you've seen some sad turn of events, something that's happened negatively, and a close up of the hanged man. Yes, here we go.
It's a nice bat.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Or a dog bat.
So it would be, this is the way it should be, the hanged man, but this is the way that we got it. All right, Wildbow's keen on a tarot, so I'll put him down. WB, awesome, right-handed. All right, so cool. So what we're talking about here is there's something probably in that for you, jsoh, that is causing some unhappiness, some forms of stress, and it's potential that it's going to, the way that you see to solve it is through some kind of self-sacrifice, some kind of noble sacrifice, a Blake-style play in order to get to a better outcome. I'm actually going to warn you against that here. Don't do the Blake play. Don't take the sacrifice. Let yourself either stay or fight a different way to get out of the situation that you're in, and I think that will lead to better results for you. Beware of the sinister sacrifice. So just get rid of that one, because I'm so sick of it, Elliot. So sick of that one.
I shuffled them real good this time, gang.
All right. So hopefully, jsoh, that has given you some insights and some things to think about. Corona, right-handed Corona. Here's what we have next. Corona, right-handed, and your sinister left hand. Corona. A reversed 11 of swords. That's a new one. Yeah, hold it up. Thank you.
It's a really cool
Wait,
design.
no, is that a 9 of swords?
If it's reversed.
Of swords.
Is it reversed? Like, is that...
No, it's just a 9 of swords. I just got confused. It's not reversed. It's a straight 9 of swords. Oh, sorry, I got confused looking at it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, there's 9 swords on that page. So, 9 of swords, straightforward. What it's talking about here is it's actually kind of an anxious card. It's a card that defines something like nightmares or anxiousness. A fear, a worry that is either keeping you awake at night or haunting you in your dreams. So let's pay attention to that and see what that might come from. The Son of Pentacles, straightforward here. That's what gives us... Son of Pentacles here is... interesting. Hard work, efficiency. It's all about working to get yourselves... being a hard worker.
So sort of a hard work in the future causing...
Or I actually think the hard work is the sinister here. And so that's feeding into the anxiousness. So if this were me, the way I would interpret this is be careful of your work-life balance. The amount of work that you're doing is causing you anxiety and stress. That's the interpretation that I would take from that. Possibly something to be wary of is hard work and leading to anxiety and stress. We've just hit 24 hours. We've just hit 24 hours, folks.
Hey!
Ding, ding, ding. We're going to round out these tarots and then we'll head out. 46 hours to go. Yeah. I cut to black immediately. We'll do these 4 last tarots and then we'll finish off. Thanks for joining us, folks. And Kip and Bird, you made it. If you're still here, I'm assuming you are.
It's been a while since we saw Bird.
Yeah, I'm assuming they're still here. Hey,
Thanks,
Dinte,
everyone.
thank you. Oh no, are they
That's
Oh, Bird's here. He made it.
Hey.
Is Kip still here? Kip, are you still here? I hope you're still here. All right, Cryhard is next up. Cryhard, a right-hander. Here's your right-handed card. Cryhard. Cryhard is almost can be abbreviated to card. Oh, did she? Oh, yeah, cool. Nope. She was just here a second ago, so I'm sure she's just taking a quick power nap. Cryhard, your right-handed card. Oh, there she is. Your right-handed card is the Emperor. This is a beautiful major arcana. I love the major arcana. They're always so interesting to talk about. The Emperor is talking about authority and structure. Usually fatherhood takes ideas from this. So fatherhood, structure, control. That's the thing that we're playing in the present tense. Let's see the future tense. The Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups here. So the thing to pay attention to is this is creativity. The cups are a lot to do with creativity, but sorry, Kip. We just wanted to double check that you're here for the full 24 hours.
This is a very pretty card.
It is a beautiful card, isn't it? Absolutely. The Ace of Cups talks about new love and like overflowing feelings in relationships. This kind of honeymoon period of a relationship often is defined here. So the reading I'm getting from this is we've got the idea of fatherhood or of structure, and we've got the idea of relationships, new relationships especially. And I don't think this is that sinister. I think this actually takes on a fairly positive vibe. I think what it's saying is I actually think maybe the reading I'm getting here is set up your life with a good set of structures and a good set of routines and structures and things that work for you, and allow yourself to find joy in a new relationship, not necessarily a romantic relationship, but a new relationship, a friendship, or even a rekindling of an older relationship that will bring you new joys and into your life. So build a strong set of structure, but allow space for a new friendship or relationship that will bring joy into your life. So that's my reading for you, Cryhard. That's my advice for you, and hopefully it's given you some things to think about. Next up is Arapocalypse. Arapocalypse is a right-handy, and we are going to draw a right-handed card. Yes, jsoh has been here for a very long time as well. I can say a same to that. I think we're going to go sleep immediately after we finish this. Hi, Arapocalypse. So, right-handed card. Here we go. We have a... Oh, look at that. Hey. That's nice. That feels like a nice one to come back. So, Arapocalypse, there's potentially a new relationship in your life, maybe a romantic, maybe a friendship, and that's something good. That's something you should pay attention to, but there might be a complication here. A reversed judgment. So our reversed judgment is one of our major arcana. Actually, it's one of almost the last one. Judgment brings like certainty normally, but reversed brings doubt and potentially lack of self-awareness, potentially like kind of self-loathing. So the thing I want to focus here, I think, for the reading is be aware of a new relationship in your life, or potentially a new avenue of creative outlet. So possibly it's a new job, a new friendship, a new relationship, a new hobby. Pay attention to the feelings that it stirs in you, and be aware that it might cause you to feel some self-loathing or some doubt. And if this already rings true, then pay attention to that and make sure that you are aware of that and that you can counteract that.
God, that's mood.
So that's sorry, what are we talking about? We're talking about this?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of stuff going in chat.
I was feeling that one.
Yeah. So Arapocalypse. Pay attention to new relationships and be aware of self-loathing, and self-doubt. Menaulion is our penultimate tarot reading here. Menaulion, here we go. Menaulion, a right-handy. So here's our right-handed card. Here is our left-handed card. Menaulion, on your right-handed card, we have a reversed Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Wands, as we saw before, deals a lot with creativity and new creative pursuits. The reversed Ace of Wands kind of deals with the opposite of that, which is a lack of passion for creative pursuits. So that's something to focus on in the current.
Ambivalence or something.
Yeah, ambivalence, totally. You actually have got the Lovers, which is an interesting card. Not reversed, that's good. The Lovers symbolizes not necessarily just romantic relationships, but partnerships and union and kind of duality of things. So what I would potentially say is the present, we're looking at a lack of creative passion, kind of wanting to chase a new passion, or not wanting to chase a new passion, but kind of feeling like there's something. Oh, we're missing focus on the camera. Kind of feeling like there's some. Yeah, maybe I'll show these off because they're quite beautiful once we get in. We back? Hey, there we go. So the Lover's beautiful card here. The two
That's
geese.
a really nice
I know.
one.
The Ace of Wands is also quite beautiful. So this reversed Ace of Wands is saying that you need to pay attention to maybe creative burnout, something where you feel like you are. There's maybe a hole that you feel that you're not quite sure how to fill, and that might be a lack of creative hobby that you're trying to chase. Find a way to do that. It doesn't necessarily have to be alone, I think is what we're looking at here. So if it's a hobby that you're trying to get, maybe a sport or going to the gym or a new podcast, for example, find a way to build a support system and ask for help in doing this, and you'll find a way to reignite your creative passion. I think that's what it's saying here. So hopefully that sparks some thoughts in you and gives you some things to think about going forward. Now we have our final tarot card. Our final thing for this stream is Wildbow's tarot reading. He is a right-hander as well. So let's dive into Wildbow's tarot reading.
This is a great way to end the stream.
Yeah, it's very packed, isn't it?
Oh, just the idea of, like Wildbow is the reason we were able to do all of this.
Yes, and Wildbow came up with the concept of a right hand, left hand.
To finish all of this with him, I think is nice.
Yeah. So let's go to right hand.
Gotta hope this is a good
Yeah,
one.
let's hope there's no tower. Okay. A nice sun. That means good things. That means Wildbow is you are in a place of joy, a place that is giving you happiness and contentment, and that's something great. There might be a complication or something to watch out for, or it might be a way to enhance this, but let's check it out on the left hand. We've got a reversed Wheel of Fortune. So the wheel, or the Wheel of Fortune, usually symbolizes change, potentially chance, potentially fate, or cycles of fate. Reversed, it symbolizes a lack of control over some things, or kind of clinging to bad control, or potentially even bad luck. So what I'm seeing here is that there is you've got a good source of happiness. You're in a good position that is bringing you some real inner peace and contentment. There are potentially systems kind of around you, like acting on you, potentially structures that you've got in place, potentially like relationships, potentially professional things that are kind of conspiring around you and potentially will potentially threaten. I'm saying potentially a lot. Hey, it will potentially threaten the happiness and contentment that you've built. So pay attention to the forces that are acting upon you, the holistic systems that you've established in your life, and try and see where those will lead, because they may threaten or damper the joy and contentment that you've built for yourself. So that's the reading, and hopefully it gives you something to think about, Wildbow. And that's that.
I mean,
bring it back up to the face cam.
Face cam. I mean,
it's better not be another.
No. It's just to get it to an even number.
Oh, rounding it off, nice. Yeah, look at that. We raised $5,180. That's ridiculous.
That is so exceeded our expectations. The tattoo thing was really in there as a dream goal. We never really expected to get it. Yeah, thanks so much everyone who stopped by.
Yeah, it's worth pointing out, this is in USD. This is an Australian charity, so it's going to be actually more like $8,000
for them. Yeah. This is going to be huge. So thank you so much, everyone.
It's actually been so great, and
yeah, we've had a blast.
It was a lot of effort for us to put this together, and it was kind of like we wanted to really go to a big effort because we knew the community would really rally behind it, because that's the thing we've enjoyed the most about this show is the community that's here. And it's even with the high hopes and high amount of faith and trust that we have in the community, it honestly blew us away how well this has gone. It really is kind of incredible.
Yeah, so just for Deep Impact in general, and then this, I'm just, man, I don't know, I'm a bit of a mess of emotions right now.
Pretty wild, huh?
Thanks so much. We should probably go get some sleep.
Yeah, we've been awake since.
We've been awake for about
30 hours.
Yeah, over 30 hours. Thanks again so much, everyone. Thanks, Tortured. Yeah, we'll see you all for the next thing.
Love you all. See you all soon. We'll have some bonus episodes and stuff on the feed soon over the next few weeks. So stay tuned. Catch us in the Discord, and
See ya.
love ya. Yeah.